See love, hear love, speak love, everyone loves Lulu. See love, hear love, speak love, everyone loves Lulu.
Welcome to Everyone Loves Lulu. It's me, your girl, Miss Lulu. We hear, see, and speak love right here on, again, Everyone Loves Lulu. I've got a special treat for you. Well, I have a sweet treat for you every week. This week, I've got with me, you know, this man actually is one of the reasons why I think I created Everyone Loves Lulu, because what he has done in his lifetime, so many people can't even do in 10 lifetimes. Can I give it up for my boy, my family, Big Dave Uiagalelei?
Hey.
How are you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm just blessed.
I'm trying to get on your level of blessed.
It's so good to be on a show where somebody can pronounce your last name.
Okay.
Shoot.
I mean, if it feels a little not at home for you, I should be like, Uiagalelei, Uiagalelei. How many different pronunciations have you heard?
A whole bunch.
Yeah?
Like a lot growing up, you know, I'm used to people tearing up our last name. You know what it is.
Yes, absolutely.
I think the worst I've heard was Vajelli.
Vajelli? What the? How
Somebody
did they get Vajelli?
I have no idea. I said, can I speak to Mr. Vajelli? They must have thought that you was a V.
Oh, V. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
They thought it was a typo in the beginning anyway. So, you know, in the office, they were probably like, man, look at this guy's last name, Vajelli.
Oh, gosh.
Well, I'm glad that you took it like a champ, though.
Yeah, hey.
You have
I'm
to.
used to it.
Well,
know?
and then on top of it, I mean, not only you, but then now you have billion-dollar babies that you've raised, right? So then you hear the name constantly.
Yeah.
And then your family, your nephews, nieces, they're all athletes as well. So
Yeah.
you keep hearing the name getting butchered.
Yeah. Well, last year it was pretty cool when DJ got to come in the game and play. So for a week, every morning waking up and watching ESPN.
Yes.
And have everybody on the tape just trying to pronounce
the name.
our
Right.
last name. Uiagalelei. Ukulele. I was like, damn, this is cool. Wake up in the morning, turn on ESPN. Everybody's trying to say your last name.
I know.
You know,
and they really, what I appreciate though, is they really try to put in the effort.
Man,
like
they
they're
did.
really
Like the fans love it. They want to make sure they get it right.
Yeah.
And I guess in that world, it's disrespectful. You know, some of them was calling them Big Cinco, and they was calling them DJ, which is all fine with me. You know, as long as. But at the end of the day, I guess in that profession, you have to be able to pronounce his last name.
I mean, if that's what you're doing and you're the announcer,
Yeah.
that's your one job,
That's
right?
pretty cool. Yep.
Your
That's
one
pretty
job. You
cool.
should probably really learn. I remember though when Tuatong Vailoa came out,
Yeah.
right? And they did a whole thing
Yep.
on campus
Yep.
of trying to pronounce his name. So I can't wait until they do that
Yeah.
with DJ and Mateo as well.
Yeah.
So DJ and Mateo are your boys, and they're
Yes.
in football right
Yeah.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
But before we get to them, because we need to know from the original, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about your life and your story, because there is so much. I feel like I'm going to need 12-part episodes just to kind of unload what has been happening in your life.
No,
so let's
well.
start from the beginning. Where are you from?
I was born in Orange County
Hey.
at UCI Hospital. My mom and dad was out here back in 1974.
Wow.
And they lived in Garden Grove, California. And I was born here, but then I think we left about 2-3 weeks. And then when I was about 2-3 weeks and we went to Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
And we've been in Hawaii till I was about 12.
Okay.
And it was fun. I grew up in Waipahu, you know, in Aliani. Anybody know Aliani? Yeah. They call it Spook Town now.
Okay. And
So-
so how long were you in Hawaii?
For 12 years. Till I
Okay,
was 12
so-
years old. And
And then you moved.
what happened was my dad, while we were there, my dad wanted to get a better job. You know, it was hard. And so he came up to California to take truck driving school.
Yes.
And eventually got a job here at Arco.
Oh.
And he was like, hey, pack your stuff up. We're moving up to the mainland.
How big is your family? I mean, your immediate family, siblings.
It's four boys and one girl.
Wow.
It's me, Yona, Robert, and Mao, and then Terrell. But I have a brother named Ito.
Okay.
Yeah, he grew up with us since we were young kids. So
there's like 6 of you guys.
yeah,
then. But all boys and the one girl.
Yeah.
Boy, she as tough as you.
Man, everybody think because she's a female, she had it rough, right? But people don't know this is the sister of ours that leave bruises on us when she punch us. Like I used to when she first had her boyfriend.
Yeah.
We weren't worried for her. We worked for the boyfriend.
You're all going around shaking his hand.
You sure you want to be with her?
You.
Like, she tried out football. She was quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, she not know.
Right.
But she was the most talented one.
Oh wow.
She was
athletic wise.
Yeah, athletic. She's bar none the most talented one.
Out of all of you.
Out of all of us. Well,
what sport did she play?
She played basketball.
Oh.
And they retired her number, and she was inducted in the Hall of Fame at Mount Sac Junior College.
Congrats.
So none of us got that treatment. So
you're trying to live through your $1 billion babies, but she was like, oh, I already got that. They got to live up to me.
And she's inducted in the junior college, Hall of Fame.
That's
so Terrell.
She's a beast.
She's a beast. She's a baller. She's
where is she in the lineup? Is she the baby?
She's the baby. Yeah.
Mom and Dad left all the talent for her.
Oh my gosh! And it's funny. Her nickname. I tell everybody like her nickname. When she was a little girl and she was in she was a cheerleader. Oh. So everybody got nickname Angel and all this. Her nickname was Bully.
Oh, that's messed up.
I was like, what kind of? My name is Taro. They call me Bully. I'm like, yo, you want to get the name of Bully?
Right? Jeez. She probably was so athletic that she ended up having to, like switch out and tag in for one of the football players when they got hurt, She's like, let me show you how it's really done.
She tried to play football her freshman year, and my mom said, heck no.
She's like, I got one daughter. Can you please let me?
No.
So that's why she went to be a cheerleader? Yeah. It was the closest she could get?
Her freshman year, she led her team to the CIF championship game, but she blew her knee out the game before. And they lost by 1.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so she's been a stud,
Now, what about you? What sports have you played growing up?
Okay, let's go ahead and talk about me.
Let's talk about school. You.
In school, I really didn't play any sports. I honestly didn't finish high school.
Oh, wow.
I didn't like education.
Okay. Or at least the formal way of education. Okay.
I didn't, it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And I was never, honestly, I was never eligible to play. Oh. The only sport I played was summer league basketball because you didn't need grades to play that.
Right. So you're like, it's the summer. We can all play.
Everyone knew I was a athlete. Mm-hmm. I was called the halftime show. So when the football, DJ wasn't the only one throwing balls like that. I was doing that back in high school.
So we know where he gets it from.
At halftime, they would call me the halftime show guy. I go out to halftime
and
of the
do
football
the challenges?
game. No, just throw the ball 10 yards, 20. I keep going back all the way to 80 yards. I did the same thing. Yeah.
And so it almost became like a thing where everybody knew you were coming out during halftime.
I did it at basketball games. At halftime, I come out, do 360, reverse dunks. I wasn't always big like this. At that time in high school, I was about 230.
But solid.
Yeah. Well,
and
I don't know about solid, but yeah, I was solid.
You were already this tall, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all of your siblings, you come from a really tall family.
Yeah.
So are you the tallest in the family?
I'm not. I think Rob and Mouse, they're taller than me.
Okay.
But, I'm 6'4", they're about 6'5",
Oh, my gosh.
And, we're all tall. We all play basketball. We're all athletes. That's the reason why I was so hard on my kids.
Because you didn't finish school.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
What did you do to kind of substitute that? Just like the education of life?
Yeah.
So you decided,
What I experienced in life,
mm-hmm.
I felt like, sometimes people feel like, I had a rough when I was young. Instead of me feeling bad about myself, I said, you know what, I'm going to switch that. I'm going to turn that around.
Yeah.
And when I have my kids, I'm going to definitely show them everything I didn't, what I did wrong, I was definitely going to show them and make sure they didn't make the same mistakes. That's why I was so hard on them on taking full advantage of every opportunity. Some of these kids don't understand how important it is to be out there with all your gear.
Yes.
And how important it is to not forget it.
Actually to have gear.
Yeah.
Right? Because we come from a place where in Samoa where you're literally switching gear or borrowing each other.
Yeah.
So if you're not on the field, you're taking your helmet off,
Exactly.
you're taking your pads off and giving it to the player who's actually going on the field.
Yep.
or basketball shoes,
Yep.
or Okay, so you were teaching them the value of that it is a privilege.
And me and the mom did a great job on raising them.
Yes, you did.
Just letting them know to appreciate to appreciate all the opportunities that they had. The fact that they're out there playing ball, how important it is to go to school.
Yes.
Be humble, put God first in your life, all of that stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of times people hear it now about DJ, his faith and all of that. That started way young when they were little kids. That's what me and the mom did. We just kept pouring into them. And I was so, I just wanted so much to make sure that these kids didn't turn out like their daddy. I'm not saying that I was.
I'm thinking you're not half bad.
I know
though.
that. I said I'm not a bad person, but at the end of the day, at the time, financially was rough. You know what I mean? Rough. We didn't. I mean, you go month to month. Just you pay your bills, and hopefully you can make it again.
Yeah.
But it was a time where I left bodyguarding to be able to be home with the kids. Because when I'm bodyguarding, I was hardly ever home. You know, and
and you're literally guarding somebody else's body, so that's a great transition. I want to talk about that. This is part of your journey. When did you move from Hawaii?
In 1985.
Okay, so then, and you came to Orange County.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Orange County, then we moved to Pomona in about a month or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then later on, you discovered, how did you get into bodyguarding? I can't wait to hear about this.
This is, because we're going to keep it 100 on this show.
Absolutely. That's what Everyone Loves Lulu is about. No filter.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I got arrested.
For
was
stealing candy from a baby or what?
I don't... Something. I got 7 accounts, and at the end, I'm gonna just say this.
You can plead the fifth. It's okay.
I would just say this. I had 7 accounts. The judge. I went to the court, and the judge was like, and I was trying to be like, oh, "Come on, man, Harry, this is nothing."
Right.
7 accounts. Just sentence me.
What's the fee?
Yeah, no. The judge was like, "Oh, you don't need a lawyer?" I said, "Nah." Come on, man, what? So the judge said to me, "You were
your own lawyer?"
Yeah, well, I was supposed to get one. I'm like, this is stupid. I don't even need to be here. So the judge told me, he goes, okay, you're one of those guys, huh? He goes, so you know what? I'm going to give you 90 days. And I said, 90 days. But he said 90 days to each account.
Oh, my gosh. So that's,
I'm thinking 90 days.
7, right?
Yes. So 90 days is 3 months. 3 months time, 3 times 7 is 21 months.
Damn, that's almost 2 years.
That's in a county jail.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
So I was like, wait, hold up.
You're like,
he was like, see, he went like this.
I might have not finished high school, but
see ya. You don't need a job. Well, you don't need a lawyer. There you go. Yeah. So I end up, got
doing
locked
your
up.
time.
Yeah. Well, I didn't stay. I think I stayed about 3 months.
Oh, okay.
And then eventually got out on house arrest. This is the funny part. Well, this is the crazy part. This is how I got into security.
Okay.
As I was on house arrest for 18 months.
Oh my goodness.
People don't know is you have to pay for house arrest, $400 a month. Mind you, my mom...
You're arrested at home and you have to pay for it?
Yes.
Wow.
Mind you, my mom and dad, they don't, they make money, but they're not...
No.
What? You think I'm going to put this burden...
You're one of 6 kids. Come on now.
I'm not going to put this burden on my mom and dad. I went to Hollywood looking for a job. That's how it all started.
Holy cow.
That's how
to pay for your house arrest.
Yes. I didn't... And it was funny because I went to Hollywood, met my brother Star, Olo, all those guys allowed me to come in and work. And the first job I think I got there was Martini Lounge.
Oh, wow.
I think this was in 95, 96. And I think 96. And then I worked and I was just making sure that, you know what I mean? Like,
that you're paying your bills. They didn't have to worry about
but
you.
You know me. I'm a talker. I'm all about knowing people.
Mr. Personality, Mr. Aloha.
I went from 1 club to 2 clubs in Hollywood to 3 clubs to all the top clubs in Hollywood. I worked 5 different clubs in Hollywood.
Dang.
Yeah, and it was all.
You never slept then.
Not at all, and I was making so much money at the door.
And this was before you found your wife.
Yeah, Tasha.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is all before. This
all
is you.
All before that. This is just me.
Young thug.
My mom thought, we go to a beach and I pay for, at the rent. Let me get everything. And mom was like, what are you doing? You selling drugs?
Okay.
She had no idea. Like an average night for me is between $900 to $1,200.
Wow, a night.
A night, and that's 5 nights a week.
Woo.
Yeah.
And
so
okay, keep going.
So
because I think I might need a
club,
job here.
The clubs were Dublin's, Miyagi's, what you call it,
So there was a hot clubs back then. So
Yeah,
I
79,
didn't come
69,
to
that's
the States before. I
Yeah.
mean, to the mainland. So I don't
Yeah.
really know a lot
Yeah.
of these places. So I'm getting schooled right now.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
These are all clubs that all the Lakers, all the celebrities and whatnot.
And this is in downtown LA or Hollywood?
It's in Hollywood.
Wow.
Yeah, off of Santa Monica.
I think Joe Sav knows all about these clubs, huh?
Joe
Did
kind
you
of
see-
know. I don't think Joe was coming out there. One day.
He's staying in Carson.
Yeah, nobody. It was all these clubs out there that I was working, hustling, and me. I had the gift of gabs. I could talk. You know what I mean?
Create relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I stress to a lot of people nowadays. I say it all the time to my kids. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Oh, amen to that.
You're looking at a person don't got a degree. You know what I mean? But
you have a degree in life.
yes,
Amen to that.
And it's not always. I try to teach my kids not to burn bridges. Always. When like in elementary, when they were going to school, I said make friends with everyone, the good and the bad. I'm not saying to go do the bad,
Right.
But let's say the good and bad don't get along, and all of a sudden, but you cool though, because
Right.
they know you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, and then Crazy Daddy. This is what I used to do when DJ first went to school, because he was a big kid. So I know when I was young, they always try to pick on a big kid too. We may be big, but we're still soft-hearted and all that.
That's how they
So,
establish,
yes.
right?
So the first day of school, I went out there, and I already know where all the bad kids hanging out, right? I walked to all the bunch of the bad kids. I said, "Hey, where DJ at, huh?" all the kids looking at me like this. Over there. So I walked that way. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to leave that impression on them.
Yeah,
So
so
when
they
they
didn't
all
pick
want to
on
mess
your
with DJ, like, oh, heck no, they got that Crazy Daddy. No, heck no.
It's like,
You
he's
know.
got a giant for a dad. And I think he eats children.
But yeah, that's me. I love my kids.
dope.
So yeah. There's so many stuff I did that was crazy and out the box, but
Right. So before the babies, let's carry on with you being
yeah.
in security, because you
Yeah.
weren't a bodyguard yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
So you were.
And then the first gig. So as I was doing the whole work in the clubs,
Mm-hmm.
a friend of mine, my boy, oh my gosh, you get the brain fart, you get all
Yeah.
excited.
Don't worry, but we know he's
Leah.
your. Oh, okay.
Joe, you know Leah, big Leah, and Leah told me, Dave, there's a group called Immature, and they said they're doing a book signing, and they just need us to watch them.
Wow.
Oh, heck yeah, I'm coming. So we go. Met the three little kids, Marcus, it was Marcus, LDB, and Romeo with the patch.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and it was
And
cool.
it's so cute that you're like, these little kids,
Yeah,
I
little
bet these little
kids.
kids.
Yeah, I think it was in 97.
Hence
96,
why they were
97.
immature. That makes sense.
And we're at a table like this. We're standing on the side. I'm like, so I'm a bodyguard now. Let's go. And,
Oh, they done messed up. Let me in this place.
Well, after that day, they loved us so much, they took us on tour.
How long was the tour? Do you
The
remember?
tour was I think it was 4 or 5 weeks, but we went all over the country on that tour.
Wow.
And
And you were one of the main guys then.
It was me and Leah. So this the funniest part, though. I'm a bodyguard, right? But never went to school for it.
Right.
But I already knew what it was. Us Polynesian, naturally, we just know how to take care of people.
You're protectors. We're
Yes.
protectors.
So all I
We
thought
look out
about
for
is,
ours.
okay, how would I take care of my mom and dad? That's exactly how I'm going to take care of these kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Everything I did for my mom and dad, I did for them. Them kids fell in love with us.
Oh.
Well, especially me.
Right.
But then back then I was the most, okay, remember, I was about 356 pounds. I was still dunking 360
Oh my.
reverse.
I've heard stories about that.
Everybody, and Joe knows.
Yeah.
And those Big Johns,
Mata,
yeah.
your cousin Timon. I mean, it's stories for days, and it always seems
I
to have
shattered
your
2
name
bad
in it.
boys. I could go to a park and break a rim if I wanted to.
Holy cow.
People used to hate me at the park. When I come to the park, and they're like 7 games down,
Yeah.
you got to wait. Everybody know if I'm not next,
You're
I'm
gonna
going to break the rim. They're like, man, they freaking Dave, no, hell no. That everybody knew. I better,
like,
be,
I
next.
better be next.
If I'm not next, this rim is coming down.
Are you sure your sister's nickname was Bully? Because I think it was the wrong
Nah,
guy.
but yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That thick,
Yeah.
and you could still
Yeah,
had
I could
ups
still
for days.
jump. That was what I was known for. Big guy, be able to move and dunk.
Yeah.
And do all of that, So it's just.
I know Monta used to say, and even Tammy's like, man, never wanted that guy to guard me.
No,
always being on the same team. They're like, we had to be on our team.
Yeah, but a lot of people that knew me back then are not surprised at what my kids are doing.
Yeah.
They saw the talent in me.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't have their discipline. I didn't have their brain to go to school. I just had a street brain. They had the educational brain,
Yeah.
That's the only difference. But I'm glad.
Well, they now have the formal education, but you added. Now they also have the ability for the street cred, like the street smarts, because we need that in life. You know, not every day are you able to take what you learn in the classroom and actually apply it to real life. Yeah. You learn the hard way.
The hard way.
Through trial and error. Yeah. Blood and tears, man. Okay, so carry on with the...
immature. So because I was an athlete, so... It's the funniest thing. So when they go singing, they all jump off the stage, run in the stands, right? All right. They never seen a bodyguard. As they jump all in the stands, I'm jumping with them.
Oh my gosh.
They're going one stand to the other. They ain't never seen a bodyguard. Bro, you ain't finna outdo me. Boom, I'm jumping. Jumping here, jumping there, following right behind them. And Leah's over there looking at me like, this fool. Look at this fool. Look, I was like, at the end, I was always competitive.
Yes.
I'm like, you little fools ain't finna show me.
Right.
They used to love me when we played basketball. I'm dunking. They're all happy. Wow, Big Dave, you can dunk. No, but yeah, it started with them. And then eventually the relationship grew, and other people saw what we doing, you know. And it was awesome, And then I start moving on with other artists.
So Immature started you off, and then you went on to which
Omarion, all these other B2K.
B2K.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just jumping on with these other artists. And Nick Cannon for a long time. I was with Nick for a while.
Yeah, while you were with Nick Cannon too,
while
you were with Nick Cannon, you went through a really tragic accident.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it from the beginning.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Well, basically, it was Grammy night.
Okay.
Grammy week. Mm-hmm. And Grammy week, I was with Nick for about 5 years at the time, and this was in.
And you were his main dude.
Yeah. 2007, and it was Grammy week, and I know Grammy week we stay out till 4 or 5 in the morning every day. So we and I think the show was on a Thursday, it was a Wednesday or Thursday, but it was the day before the show. We were at the hotel, and I told him, I said, I got to go home, go get my suit. He said, well, just sleep, then go home, because he knew I was tired.
Yeah, because you guys have been nonstop.
Yeah, and I told him, and he told me, nah. I told him, nah, I don't feel good. I don't feel right.
Standing there without my suit.
Yeah, well, no, I just feel, I like my bed.
Oh, yeah, there's that too, right.
Yeah,
you can get some quality rest.
So I went against his wishes, and I was driving home up 605. The 10 freeway. Mm-hmm. I passed the 605, and there's a Kaiser on the right-hand side. And it's real dark.
What year was this?
It was 07.
07, okay.
Yeah, February, I want to say February 26th. Yeah.
Wow, so you just had the anniversary here a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he...
so you're on your way on the 10.
On my way home, and I ain't gonna lie, I was tired. My eyes were like this. You know what I mean? I couldn't see it. So what happened was 3 cars got in an accident, and they went across the whole freeway.
Oh, my gosh.
I was going 85 miles per hour.
Trying to make it home.
Yeah, I didn't see the cars. I went right into the cars, 85 miles per hour.
Holy shit.
And no seatbelt on.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so the doctor said the only reason why I survived it was because I was a big football guy, and because I didn't have my seatbelt on. Because it thrust me forward to where my steering wheel shattered my pelvis and my left hip. So I didn't wake up. So let's say this is driver's seat right here, right? Yes. So I woke up, my butt was in the middle, stuck between these 2 chairs, and my leg was in the driver's seat. Half of my body's in the back seat.
What?
I woke up and I was like, oh my goodness, and I know something happened.
Yes.
So
but you're still not like.
But I hear outside cars still going. Cars are still crashing.
So after you crashed, you were one of the first ones to crash.
The fourth
one.
From what I heard, the fourth.
And then there was more following you.
More following me.
Holy.
Yeah. So I hear it crashing out there, and I'm I'm like, you know what? I need to get out this car.
Or you gonna
And I'm
not?
screaming. I start screaming, hey, who's out there? You know, two guys run up, open my door, and I hear another lady scream, look out. I got hit. The car got hit.
Oh my God.
I don't know what happened to those two. Yeah.
Wait, so as you were trying to get out, you got hit again?
The guys opened the door, and I saw two people standing here. And all I remember is, boom, I got hit again. I just feel like I'm airborne, and I'm in a car, you know, I'm just going up in the air, and the car lands again.
Oh my God.
I don't know what happened to the two people. 3 people died in the whole thing. It's 12 cars.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So the car lands, and now my whole body's in the back seat, like this. And all I want to do is get out the car.
Right.
So I open the door.
The fact that you're still conscious after being hit again.
Look, sis,
That's on some God shit right there. That's
look,
on another level.
It gets
Okay.
even crazier right here. So I open the door, slide myself out, because I'm shot. All here is numb. I slide myself out with my legs still hanging in the back seat. I'm looking up the freeway, like I'm looking up the freeway, right?
Yeah.
And I see a car come down this way, smashing that car.
Oh my.
I see another car come with the headlights come behind me and smashing this car. And I already said, Lord, all I want to do, Father God, is just to see my kids grow old. That's it. Please, Lord. You know, and I saw bright lights coming down my lane.
Oh my God.
And
Are you is half your body out the car?
My leg is in the car, and I'm on the ground looking up. This is the freeway going this way. So I'm looking, cars crashing there, and now I see a big truck coming down my lane. It's because it's hard for people to see. It's in the dark.
Right.
So I saw some girl scream, we need to stop. So I heard somebody grab their phone, shine the light, ran up here.
To that car that's coming with the
You know
light.
what that car was?
What?
A semi-truck.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That semi-truck veered off to my right.
Because of the cell phone?
Yes. Because the semi-truck has all the lights on it,
Yeah,
finally
yeah.
people saw the accident. Finally.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That they could actually now start stopping.
Stop and slowing down. So it was 12 cars collision. 3 people died.
Oh my.
I could have been the 4th.
So when that happened, you then drug yourself out?
No, they left me there. The ambulance came, got me, took me to the hospital. I was supposed to die that night because I was bleeding internally. And the only way to stop that blood was to give me medicine to cause blood clots, which is dangerous
because then you get blood clots.
But, you know, I never forget this. It was just, I was going in and out, you know. And I remember Tasha telling me, I'm at LA County Hospital. They only took me there because that's the best trauma doctors that can work on me. So, but in the emergency room, she was like, they had you pushed to the side.
They were like, oh, no.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
No
like,
chance.
You don't know if you're going to make it or not. You know, but all my prayer was just to see my kids grow old. I said, Lord, I don't care if I'm, you know, crippled or whatever.
I just want to see them.
I just want to see them grow old. And I thank God. So after that accident, I'm going to tell you this in that accident and why I believe my kids and are so blessed. In that accident, a lawyer calls me and tells me that, you know, it wasn't your fault. We can sue the people that was in fault and get a whole lot of money. Basically, there was
I bet.
The guy that was at fault had 2 houses. And
they could be yours,
yes,
pretty much.
That's what he was telling me. And I said to myself, I was so thankful that I was alive.
Right.
I was so thankful that, Lord, thank you so much.
For answering my prayer.
Yeah, so I said to the lawyer, I said, listen, I don't want that because probably kids live in that house.
Right.
What the hell
He
am I
has
going to do? Yeah. Look, is my you know, my doctor bills paid for? He said, yep. Then that's it. I'm good. I don't want nothing. And when I think about it, that's like cool meal. It would have been a meal ticket for me to get all of that. But so I think
You'd be sitting pretty back then.
But I just was just so thankful that God, you know.
But then, I mean, you look back on it, and if you were to go with a lawyer, who knows what what domino effect that would have had on the blessings that you have now.
Yeah. And you know, I just wanted to let people know, you know, a lot of times it's not always about the money.
Right.
You know, if I could go do it again, I'd do it just the same how I raised my kids, struggling, working 4 or 5 jobs, you know what I'm saying? Because I had to leave the bodyguarding because I wasn't going to allow, I asked a lot of people who had kids out of high school, parents said, did it go by fast from kindergarten to high school? Every parent said like
Yeah.
a blink of an eye.
Blink of an eye.
Yeah, like their kids.
Look, even my boy R&D over here, he's got kids. He's like, it's too fast.
Yeah. See.
I mean, Joe has so many illegitimate kids. I don't know if he got to see.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Wow. No, that's so true. I mean, right now I have a 4-year-old, you know,
Yeah.
me and Monte, we have a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old. And just looking back at their baby pictures, I can't believe it's already been 4 years and
already.
everything.
It's going to go fast.
That's
Enjoy it. Enjoy it every day. Kiss them every day. Because I remember kissing both of my boys on their lips as long as I could. I tried
Before they're like, damn it, Dad.
Yucky, Dad, yucky. I even tried it when they got older, and I said, I'm going to wait till y'all go to sleep. Until one time, I tried to kiss DJ while he was sleeping. He socked me. Bing! I was like, oh, really, DJ? Well,
Like
Dad,
that?
Dad, I didn't know I was. I found out that real quick. That's the last time I'm gonna kiss DJ. You're gonna be punching me, you know. But man, you know, enjoy it. It's I mean, I even to this day I drive to the little league field. I start balling. I ball right now. I start balling, man. You know, because it went by so fast. So
Dude,
fast.
I got goosebumps from all your stories, and I love how the central part of it always comes back to your babies.
Man,
that's so
if anybody,
incredible.
if you don't know me, there's one thing about me. I love my kids. Yeah. I mean, if you would have watched,
and it's a testament because they love you.
Yeah.
We see how proud
You
they
know.
are of their dad. Okay, let's. I mean, I definitely want to finish that story because it took you a while to actually recover.
Oh yeah, it took me a whole year.
So you were in the hospital for a whole year.
2 months.
Okay.
So sis, I went in a hospital, 374 pounds.
Yeah.
I came out 256 in 2 months.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's a diet that.
Yeah. I was bedridden for 8 months.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I thank my wife, thank my mom, my sister.
family.
I mean,
And so the babies
you
were
talk
young
about-
at this time.
yeah. Oh yeah, they were. They
Yeah.
couldn't in the 2 months they couldn't come and see me in the hospital. So it was great that I got to come out and finally get to see my boys. I missed them so much, but it
So did they think that you were gonna be paralyzed or not be able to walk?
they were young. They didn't really know.
No,
They-
not them. You. I mean, the doctors.
Oh, the doctor, no, they were just saying you're gonna walk. If you walk with a limp, or like just keep
Yeah,
working.
yeah.
That's all. They were saying you're gonna be fine. They really didn't say anything. They just said, "Hey, good
You
luck.
made it.
You made it."
Get
You
out.
know?
We need the bed.
My nurses. It was funny in the hospital. My nurses, everybody fought to be my nurse. Because I remember I worked for Nick, and I
Oh,
worked for a lot of
that's true.
celebrities. So a lot of celebrities were coming in to see me,
Shut
and they were like, "Oh, we want to be with Dave. Dave, yeah, Nick,
can I get a,
Selena Ebanks and all these other people were coming through to see me. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Yeah, all the
gosh.
people from Wildin' Out was coming in there. You know. So-
Okay, when Nick finally, when you were coherent enough to see Nick and talk to Nick, did he tell you I told you so? Didn't I tell you to go to
Yeah.
sleep?
Well, he didn't.
I know,
You
not
what,
at the time.
What I heard, I remember he on that episode of the the Grammy Awards.
Yes.
He went up and said something about me. That's what people were telling me. Oh. Yeah, they didn't show it on TV, but he would say, "Hey man, keep my bodyguard in prayers. He's more like my brother." Me and him used to go to Bible study together. Oh. You know, and I like him because he's just like me. We both fall asleep in the Bible study. It's like, oh man, you're human, man. You are human.
You wake up right during Amen.
Yeah.
In the name of Jesus,
Yeah.
Amen.
But
were
you
here
know
for it.
what I love about Nick was during the accident, he told me, Dave, no matter what, your check is gonna come every week. It ain't gonna stop until you get back on your feet. That's like a whole year.
Oh my,
Yeah.
that's a real one.
So shout out to Nick, and that's the reason why he's so blessed. Regardless of
Yes.
what's going on with Nick right now, I just want everybody to know you can't stop that dude.
I know.
That dude is
I love still hearing him on the radio
Yeah.
now. And
Yep.
then one of my favorite shows and the kids shows is Masked Singer.
Yep.
He is the best.
Yep. So Nick will always
Yeah, he'll
have
land on his
money.
feet
He'll always he's just
because he's a good person.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I used to always love the way he moves. He's not, let me explain who he is. Let's say we're filming, and I'm not going to say her name.
Okay.
'Cause he was with her. You already know.
Right.
So that his his other, her green room had to be 5 feet away from us, had to be 70 degrees, all pink inside, and got certain stuff, right? Nick, this is how Nick is. Whatever it takes to finish this show, let's do it together. Nick, do you need this? Nah, bro, let's go. I'm ready to work. That's who Nick is. Wow. That's the reason why I love that dude. Yeah. Like, to this day, he's such a good man. Thank you, Nick, for always, keeping my money coming. And, you taught me a lot about, I used to get tired. We used to go to meetings after meeting after meeting. I was like, damn, what you meeting about?
Like, didn't we just come from the same meeting?
No, but that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to meetings after meetings. I'm like, oh, damn, this is what Nick was doing. And all you're doing is meeting to build what you got going, build other businesses, build other situations, build other projects. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm hitting the pan while it's hot because obviously you already see what's going on with my son. Yes.
Yeah, so let's talk about that now. Yeah. When did you realize that your kids had the talent?
Well, DJ, I knew he had it since he was 2 years old.
Really?
Yeah. I try to tell people, go ask people from day one. What is happening to DJ right now is something that I expect to happen. Yeah. You're talking about a kid that was 3rd grade playing with 6th and 7th graders. I'm going to say it again.
Well, did he look like a 6th grade and 7th grade?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
That's why. Because he couldn't. This is Pop Warner, and you're going by weight, so he couldn't play with the kids his age. Right. So he had to play up. So he was playing with kids who were 3 to 4 years older than him. And he struggled. Nobody knows his first year he struggled because
he's still a baby.
Yes.
Playing with grown kids.
But this is the part that I just know why he was so great. I asked him the first game, you're asking a young 3rd grader to be able to dodge guys running to try to tackle him and throw the ball, extend the time. Man, he's only 3rd grade. He's looking for the playground to play at, These boys here are looking for girls. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's a different mentality. So DJ, I walked up to him and said, you okay, son? Yeah, tears coming down. But he was so poised, he said, Dad, I'm fine. I'm like, wait, man, you got tears coming down, son. I feel like, you're like,
you're like,
wait. Tackle everybody else for my son.
Right.
So he said, no, Dad, I got this, man. And that's when I knew, like, man, this kid is special. Yeah. He's special. He meant for this, and I remember in that season, he wanted to quit after that game. And I asked my son, I said, son, look, I used to do that a lot. I used to quit when it got tough. I was the best at it. I made excuses. So I promise you, just stay the course. If you finish on the bench, not even playing the rest of the season, that's all I want from you.
You completed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I thank God that he reconsidered and he played. They put him on D-line. They tried out another quarterback. That guy was horrible. So they put
Thank goodness.
Then they put DJ back on. And they made it to where DJ didn't have to think no more. So when he says hike, he knows to throw to that guy. He knows to hand the ball off. So what that coach did was really a great thing. Yeah. To help DJ now
develop.
Yeah, develop and
come
not
into
be
his
afraid.
own.
Yes. So yeah, it started very young. I knew, people got tired of me. Nick Cannon got tired of me. All the people I work with got tired of me. Hey, y'all know my son DJ? So, eventually when DJ started blowing up.
You were the first promoter.
Oh, man.
Right?
Look, I try to
and the Poppager.
Man, I understood the power of social media.
Before it was like social media, right?
All these parents are now.
It was the face-to-face social media.
Yeah, me, I understood just posting. And it wasn't just any post of my kid. I'm trying to teach that now to parents. I'm coming out with just so you guys know, I'm trying to come out my little Big Dave blueprint on what I did with my kids. Yeah. But basically,
and what worked,
back then, I understood the power of it's not what you post, it's how you post it, how you strategically, what you say. Yeah. You know what I mean? If I would post DJ back then, I remember when he was about fifth or sixth grade. Yeah. But he could throw the ball 60 yards.
Holy.
You don't understand. Like, you got high school kids don't throw.
No way.
It was fifth, sixth grade. He's just throwing it 60 yards. So I put that on camera. Then I post that. Yes. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
And then that's immortalized because you can go back and see these things.
That's the reason why I love Facebook and social media. If anyone doubts what I'm saying right now.
You're like, hey. The proof is in the pudding.
Go back to my Facebook. Ask Joe. He got tired of seeing me posting about DJ. I promise you.
No, and that's why everybody wasn't surprised when he made it to the level that he's at now, because they saw it from the beginning.
From day one, and
you got to see it from your perspective. But then, not only that, because a lot of parents, we be gassing our kids, right? You're like, oh my gosh.
They all thought I was gassing my kids. I promise you.
Right.
And for me, it didn't matter. All that mattered was I'm trying to just get the news across. You know what I'm saying? And it was sometimes I did a little too much. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, to me, none of y'all opinions matter. Right. The only opinion matter to me is making sure my kids were good. You know what I mean? Doing what I had to do for them. As long as they were good, I'm good, And
so now, DJ, what made you decide to take him to Bosco, right? Is where he went. Okay.
Well, honestly, it was his decision.
Oh.
So my decision was to go to, what's the school?
Modern Day?
No.
Okay.
The closer one to, it was the closest school to Upland, where it was a private school.
Oh, okay.
In La Puente.
Joe, do you know that school?
Bishop Amant.
Oh, yes, okay.
Yeah, so we went to Bishop Amant, and we talked to the coaches, and this was DJ's 8th grade year. We went to all the football games, talked to the coach about bringing him there, talked to the baseball coach because he was also a baseball player. They were all ready. We shook hands.
Sports.
Yeah, we're going to go there, and I remember the day we were ready to go, said, hey, coach, this is it. We're coming. I shook their hand. DJ shook their hand. We walked. We got in the car. So we're driving back home, right? I'm laughing because this is funny. DJ goes to me, Dad, what's up, DJ? Is this where you want me to go, or is this where I don't know, Dad? I was like, well, I thought you wanted to go there.
We just shook everybody's hand.
I was like, Dad, you just keep taking me there. I don't want to go there.
Oh my!
I was like, really, DJ?
He waited till all the...
I know. So I said, so where you want to go? He goes, Dad, I honestly want to go to Bosco.
I said, why was that? Did he see something? Did he hear something?
Well, it was the year that they did very well. I think 2013.
Okay.
With,
and he could see himself there.
Damien Mama. He knows Damien Mama.
Oh, I love him.
That's a lot of reasons.
Shout out to Damien.
Yeah, that's my guy. Thank Damien. Thank you for being good, and playing so great and winning a nice, that year you guys won all up CI championship and DJ saw it and he was intrigued. He wanted to go there. But I told DJ they weren't recruiting you. Yeah. I said, son, they're
not even looking at you.
They're not even looking at you. So I said, listen, I know the freshman coaches were coaching the FBU Orange County team. Mm-hmm. So I told DJ, listen, I know at the time we were playing, we just started with the FBU LA team. Okay. So I said, man, the coaches there are going to trip out if I say I want to take DJ there for one practice. Mm-hmm. So I told the LA coaches, look, this is for Bosco. I need to put my son in front of Bosco coaches. Right. And,
just to let him know that he exists.
I need them to call me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
they want DJ.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and make it think like it was all their idea.
Rob Fuyava, that's the coach, who from day one kept recruiting DJ at Bosco. Oh wow. So I credit Rob Fuyava. Thank you, Rob, because I couldn't see my son going to Bosco. It was too far.
Right.
I'm in Upland. You want us to go to Bellflower? Really? But he kept pushing, and he told us that day, go over there. The coaches are there. Just go put DJ in front of them. So I did, and it was funny because DJ goes, right? And they were wondering why DJ's here because they heard he was playing at the other one.
Right.
But the quarterbacks didn't know who DJ was, right? So DJ walks up to the quarterbacks, and the quarterback's like, oh, are you our quarterback coach?
What the? They thought he was the coach.
Well, he was about 6'3" at that time, 230 pounds.
God, looking like a grown man.
He looked like a, bro, at 8th grade, he looked like he was 24 years old. So,
that kind of cracks me up because now, the whole Young Rock is out. Oh, yeah. And, like the story about that.
Oh, that's DJ to the T, bro.
DJ, he's an undercover cop.
DJ's 8th grade, first day of school, DJ's 8th grade, they thought DJ was a substitute teacher for PE class. He got it all the way, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so.
Dang. And then he's like soft-spoken and he's not like a knucklehead, right? No. So they really thought he was mature and grown. Oh, wow. So then you put him in front of Bosco.
Yeah. And they I knew what he was going to do, and I just said, DJ, you just pray to God. They called me on Monday.
Yeah.
They gave me a call on Monday or Sunday, so he did his thing. Went out there, just zipped the ball everywhere.
Oh
It
my
looked
gosh.
amazing. And then we got that phone call. And they called and they said, where you guys going to school at? I said, we're going to go. We're thinking of going to Bishop Vermont. And they go, no, you're not.
I don't think so. Not today or
you're
not.
coming to the CF championship, right? So that's how it all started, And it was cool because I love the fact that was DJ's decision.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I know about DJ is about competition. DJ don't the best characteristic thing about DJ that I love the most is that he's willing to stand in line and earn his position. He's willing to go and
he doesn't have those airs of
even though
expectation and entitlement.
Yes, even though they got him number one, even though he was a number one quarterback, whatever. He's like, no, at the end of the day, this is what he said. At the end of the day, you have to walk on the field and still play.
Right.
That's the reason why that kid is going to be successful in anything he does, because he simplifies everything. The day he had to play against Notre Dame, you a true freshman. This is your first game on the road.
Right.
Going against the number 3 team in the country. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And all this could be all
That's
the hype.
a lot of pressure.
Yeah, pressure.
A lot.
But I'm telling you, DJ's like this. All he wants to do is just to be the best player he can be for his teammates to help them win. I'm just going to do my part. Mm-hmm. Y'all got to do your part. You know what I mean? He's not going to try to go over and beyond or try to live through the moment. Nah, it ain't even about the moment. Because this is what he says. I'm just repeating what he says. All that matters is wins and losses. That's it. His go-to guy, the guy that he really listens to, and you can see it in him, is the Mamba, Kobe. He almost came home when he died. He didn't go to school. He wanted to come home. He watches Kobe's speeches, all of that stuff before a big game. So he understands the Mamba. You know what I mean?
The mentality.
And he adds the God-fearing part with it. You know what I mean? He's such a good God-fearing kid. So
that stopped him in his tracks when that day happened.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh, which I can't believe it's already been a year.
Yeah.
So that was a trial that he had to overcome.
Yeah.
Now, after high school, which he did incredible, right?
I mean, that high school game.
First off, okay, me coming from Samoa, I didn't realize how big time high school games could be, especially in top tier athletic schools, right? In football programs. Yeah. I mean, when we're at the Angel Stadium to watch these games with full on ESPN cameras, and I was like, is this for real? So to watch that, and I mean, these kids, though, I feel they're already kind of coached and trained to be in front of the crowds and to be in front of the limelight a lot of the time. So after high school, how did he decide to go to the college?
Well, he had 2 colleges that really meant a lot to him, was Oregon and Clemson. Mm-hmm. And honestly, he made his decision a long time ago with the Clemson. What happened was he took a visit to Alabama, Georgia, and Clemson all in 1 week.
Wow. Yeah,
so first 2 days he was with Alabama, loved it, talked to Saban. Oh, Dad, I think I might go. I want to probably commit to Alabama. That's what he was saying. Then he went to Georgia. He still felt the same till he went to Clemson. Clemson was a school. And he said this last week in the press. This is why I'm so impressed with my son, and it's so crazy. Because you hear a lot of people talk about God, right?
Oh, yes.
But this kid, last week, they asked the question to DJ, what was the reason why you chose Clemson? And I'm going to tell you right now. The day he came to Clemson and met Dabble, the first thing Dabble did was talk about his faith. It was the first time he ever heard a coach. Mind you, DJ was the number 1 quarterback in the country. All these coaches talking about, man, we can give you this. We got this for you. All the stuff that they thought he wanted to hear. Nah, all he wanted, when he heard Dabble Sweeney talk about his faith, DJ said then, and last week on live. See, people say God, but this is what DJ said. He said, when he talked about his faith, I felt the Holy Spirit tell me that this is the school that I belong. No one talks about the Holy Spirit.
No way.
Not on ESPN, not everywhere. They talk about God, but nobody says Holy Spirit. I was like, this guy's wow. But
On
that's
another level.
why he chose Clemson.
Yeah.
Because he felt like that's the first time he saw a coach talk about his faith. And then it's
And
not just him.
openly, and it was like,
they all do, though, at Clemson. They're all Christians.
So he's like, I'm home. This is home for me.
Oh, man, that day, he said to him, he committed that day, but he didn't want to commit openly because...
Right, there's still all these...
No.
Oh.
He just wanted to make sure mom and dad came to see. You see how great that guy is?
He's pretty awesome.
Man, the dude said...
Are you sure he's your kid? No.
Sis, I asked that question too.
You're like, Tasha, tell me the truth, man.
Well,
if he didn't look just like
know
you...
I know I'm online, but I'm going to say it like this. I sometimes ask for his opinion.
Oh,
because
shoot. Okay, this is forever now, you know? Like,
I don't
we're
care.
going to see it.
I want people to know how special this kid is. I asked for his opinion on some stuff.
That's amazing.
This kid, to me, is really not just blessed to me, but blessed to everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just... And I don't want to not just talk about him too, but Mateo, both of them.
Yes,
they both.
We want to touch on Mateo as well. That's your 16-year-old, right?
10th grader, 6'6", 265 pounds. I mean, he looked like a grown. Grown ass man. I'm just. Hey, if you do the little edit,
and we grown ass people, so you can say
the picture. I'll send you the picture. The dude looks like a. I'm
a fan.
And
we're family, but I'm a fan.
Yeah, he worked. It wasn't like.
So he had a great role model with his brother, his dad, and now
his brother.
I didn't want to, I wanted to put you in there just a little bit.
That's our poly folks. That's what we do. We look out for each other. That's right.
Always. We got to remember where they originated from. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So he works just as hard.
Oh my God, even hard to me. DJ, let me just give you. DJ didn't really work out till his junior year to his senior year.
Because he was just naturally.
The boy was just natural. The first three, summertime from freshman, sophomore, junior. Oh, come on. He was on the video games with his cousin Ray and Mateo. We over there. We filmed movies.
Oh my God.
And the only reason why we didn't post the movies because they were doing a scene where they're drinking beer, right? Oh. And I was like, man, now we can't post the movie because the movie was called Samoan Cholos. Oh. You're going to see it. It's hilarious. You never seen DJ and them in this light.
Oh my gosh.
But just because we did the part where it was root beer bottles.
Right.
But we thought like we can't put that out there. The media. The media
right.
Gonna say,
they're going to
just drinking beer and he looked like a cholo. And, oh my gosh. I'm going to let everybody see it though.
Oh, Zoo. I can't wait to see it. Especially to see him in that light because he's just always so poised, so cool, so put together.
You guys, if you only knew DJ at home, bro, he's laid back.
Goofball?
Oh my gosh.
Just chill.
Kick back.
Oh, that's awesome.
Him and Mateo don't clean the house, nothing. Thank God for mom. Yo, the neighbors used to say, hey, your daughter clean the house all day? Like, that's my wife. I'm sorry. That's my wife. The vacuum on. But a vacuum don't ever come off. It's on all day.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. She's just following them around, trying to pick up after them. So now Mateo, he's big deal.
Man, after his freshman season, he told me that literally the day after the freshman season was done.
And he's at Bosco as well, right? Mm-hmm.
And he said, Dad, I want to go to the gym. So he started going to the gym. And, there's different sessions, 1 o'clock session, 2 o'clock, 3. Fool was doing all 3.
Oh, my God.
I was like, Sully.
We need some recovery time.
The key component is rest. To your success, you need to rest, son. Okay? And you're like, no, Dad, I can't rest. I got to go. I was like, man, but I see what happened, Yeah. He's now like so humongous and buff and good looking.
Definitely gets that from his mom.
Definitely. Definitely. The kids, man, and the part I love about that situation, they could easily be like, getting all kind of girls. But they're both so first respectful.
Yeah. Like
I remember DJ's senior year.
Yes.
All his friends had girlfriends. So I'm asking him, like, Sully, I know mom said you can't date. I know mom said you can't date till you're 33. Because he would tell people that. Like, I'm sorry, man, my mom, I can't date till I'm 33.
33?
Yeah, but that's just something,
Right, just a number that came to her.
So
That's her
I
babies.
pulled DJ aside. I said, listen, son, look, man, come on, homie.
Man to
Bro,
man.
come on, man to man, bro. Hey, look, you want a girl or what? He says to me, Dad, you know my schedule. Can I have a girl? And I go, what? Damn, you right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Where would I fit her in?
Yeah.
You're like, you got 5 minutes during my, while I'm scarfing down food.
But this is the most amazing part. The fact that he understood that it took a commitment to be with a girl. Mind you, if it was us, man, what? Oh, I got this, boy. Hold on, man. I'll be back. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? But the fact that he understood it took commitment to be with a girl. And he knew that he couldn't give that commitment. So he respect that situation that he didn't do it. So I was like, man, DJ, you freaking good guy. And that same goes to Mateo. I try to tell Mateo, look, man, a girl's already coming to me.
Right. So.
Hey, your son don't want to talk to girls? I was like, what, really? Wait, stand right there. Let me go over there. Hey, Sully, them girls want to holler at you. And Mateo's like, Dad, man, get up out of here, man. That girl ugly. I was like, oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, as long as you notice, son.
Right,
as long as you
right.
notice. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, that part I love is that they understood their focus on what they want to do in life.
Yeah.
They know they want to take care of themselves first before they ever want to get in. Well, DJ Ganal got a girl, so.
Oh.
Amazing girl. Amazing girl, by the way. I met her about 3-4 times. And
so he is seeing someone now.
Yeah.
That's great.
And she said the best thing to me when I first met her. She said, I got a career, and DJ got a career. I'm a volleyball player, and I don't want to bother him, and he does his thing. I said, man, there you go.
There you go.
The thing I didn't
She's
want.
self-sufficient. She's got her own goals.
Yeah.
She ain't trying to ride the coattails
not
of.
at all. And she want to pull her own weight. She got her own career. If them two have a baby.
I was just thinking the
Bro,
same. I didn't want to project.
6'2". No, she's 6'2".
What?
And she has 35, 36 inch vertical.
Oh my.
She's a volleyball player.
Are you going to show her how it's done, though? When you need to show her, like, hey, I can still jump out of the gym?
No, I'm done. That's I'm grounded.
You need extra
I've been
hips
grounded.
Holy.
Yeah, so I said
that's
to my
ridiculous.
And she's German and black.
Oh, wow.
So I said, wow. So
Gorgeous.
I said, DJ, why don't you just want to get somebody just like your mom? I don't blame you. You know what I mean? Your mama's boy just like me. So, so yeah.
That's incredible. Man, I wish we had more time. You're going to have to come back because there is still, when I told you that his one lifetime and it's still going.
Yeah, we got to talk about Donna Jane,
Oh
Master
my
Ganja,
God.
Booyah, all the
that.
people that was.
Look at that.
You know what I mean?
We have to come back and do like episode 2, part 2 of Big Dave over here.
But look,
anything you want to leave though, I mean, we're looking out for DJ, so excited, and also for Mateo now coming up. And we love seeing your picture. I'm over there cheering for you, mostly when I see you on ESPN. One of the best things though, before we sign out, was the commentators. I don't know if they told you, it's like, oh, and there's Big Dave, right? They actually said, like, there's Big Dave DJ's dad. Well, he is a character.
No, doing the game, Tara calls me. Hey, why they show you more than DJ? I said, duh.
Hello. It's hard to be so good looking, and the camera loves me.
No, I don't know. Look, this is the part I love the most. I didn't ask them to do it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you why it happened. It's because I'm still, I get this from all the guys that knew me from back then when I had DJ. They say it to this day. You're the same person, Dave, from back then to now. You've always been the happy-go-lucky, always showing love to everybody. When the fans show me love, I'm going to show it right back. You know what I mean? That's just who I've been. Whatever. If you need help, I'm going to help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so for me, like, I'm honored, but at the end of the day, I'm never going to change. Never. All this fame and stuff
What's been working so far?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying, none of that stuff ever going to fade me. I work for celebrities.
Yeah.
I've worked for millionaires. I've seen how
You've
money.
Seen it all.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to come back because I want to know all the crazy things you might have seen during being a bodyguard, behind the scenes, you know, whatever you're able to share. But we're going to save that for another time.
Yeah.
So any last thoughts, some closing thoughts, especially for up and coming fathers as well who have talented, athletic children, not only in or any kind of talent, being a Pacific Islander?
Yeah, no, it's just the don't force your kids. Number one. Number two
Oh
is
damn! I'm already fucking up then.
no.
I'm already forcing my kids at 4 and 3.
No, you know what I like? The word that I like to use. We don't force. We guide. Just guide them.
Oh, I like that.
Son, go that way.
I'm
Yeah.
really, really insistently guiding you right now.
No, but just understand that
Actually, listen to what they.
yeah. Well, they gotta want it more than you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can want it so much for them, but if they don't want it,
yeah,
never
definitely.
gonna happen.
And I'm here. I'm here to help anyone with their process. If you have any questions or whatever, you know what I mean. I've been through it all, know it all. I've met all the people that I need to meet to be able to guide you or help you through this process.
oh, that's awesome. What are your social media handles, if we can share that,
Oh,
so that we
I don't even know it.
at Big Dave
Yeah. You already know. Don't act like you don't know.
Don't act like you don't know.
No.
Man, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure.
Oh,
and I
man.
can't wait to have you back because there's
I'm
so
coming back.
many more layers that we need to unfold here. I'm Miss Lulu. Everyone loves Lulu. See here and speak love every single Wednesday. We having it happen on islandblocknetwork.com. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Yeah.
See love, hear love, speak love. Everyone loves Lulu.